My name is Clem Beaumont. I'm 68 years of age, just. Had a bowel cancer operation last July as a result of screening. I'm generally good health, but basically it was my second screening, and I delayed sending the kit off for a while because I'd had the first one successful and I felt perfectly well. I had no symptoms of anything. I felt extremely well, looked after myself, good diet and so forth. So I eventually sent the kit off, got contact back, which indicated there was some abnormality, and as a result of that I had the follow-ups from that with the hospitals, with the situation on that there was a possibility that was an abnormality, and that was important to follow that through. And I was quite convinced I was fine. I had no symptoms, as I say, and felt everything was going to be just routine. As it turned out, that wasn't the case. A sort of a colonoscopy, which I did dread, but there was nothing wrong with the colonoscopy. It was a good procedure. It was no discomfort. But as a result of the colonoscopy, they found a tumour. It was only a small tumour. It was contained right at the bottom right-hand side of my colon, almost hidden just above the appendix. And I was told it would have been very difficult to spot without screening. Since I've had this thing, it's reinforced the thing that cancer is no longer the taboo subject it used to be 20, 30 years ago. The advances are such, and screening is one of those advances. There'll be other advances in the next 20 years which will appear less invasive. I mean, the perceptions of the screening or the kit couldn't be further from the truth, really. It's not that messy. It's just the perception that's messy. The thought of doing it's messy. Well, any reservations you might have about the sort of messiness of the procedure with the kits and the poo and stuff, forget it. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is your life. Since my experience with the bowel cancer kit, I've found it quite easy to explain to people. Very similar to the fact that to forget about the messiness. That's where you tend to start from. That it's vital to have done, no matter how you feel, no matter that you have no history, and then to have it done for the simple reason that it does say in the promotional stuff, it saves lives. It saved mine. I do believe that. I feel fine. The prognosis for me is very good, and persuasion, if there was any persuasion, would be to say, look, you might think it's up to you, and it isn't. You have to do it not just for yourself, but you have to do it for those that you around you, your family particularly. If you've got a family, then those near to you. The persuasion really is to not fear cancer, or just to ignore it and think it won't happen to me. It can happen to you. It would happen to me. It did, and the only way I was found out was that through the screening. There was no other way. I didn't have to go to the GP and chronic pain, and I was on the toilet every 2 minutes. There's nothing like that at all. So the screening, vital. I think the reasons people don't take up the screening, I'm not criticising them, I'm not judging them or thinking they're wimps or anything like that. I think there's just a general view that if it's not broken, don't mend it. And I think there is a view that they're going to be okay, and that they don't need this, and that. But I think the real fear is that they might need it, they might think they need it, but they don't really want to know. And I still think that view of the bogeyman factor is still there with some people. But I would not criticise or condemn anybody who said I don't want to do it, but all I can say is, please do it, because it's not a major. The operation is okay. Certainly people of my age, 60 odd plus, and 68, I had the operation at 67, I was fine, I'm reasonably fit, and I hope to live another 20 or 30 years. So for that reason alone, there was to say to people, I can understand why you might feel reluctant to do it, a bit nervous about finding out about cancer, but once again, please don't, and have the kit. Get your kit and send it off.